Okay, so I'm in the shop today. We're going to do some work on the 40. We're going to do some updating to the winch. Not necessarily the winch itself, but its mounting. So this is an 8274 winch, and then this bracket is made for an older style Bellevue, the style that's before this one. So I kind of retrofitted it in there, made it work, and then welded in like these little rods in there. And it works and everything, just to kind of keep it away from its mounting bolts. It works, but I want to make it a little bit better, so I'm going to work on that today. Alright, so I got the ferry lead out and everything. So this is what I'm wanting to change. I want to put in a bigger piece right here. I'm going to bend it instead of welding in a spot right here. And then a little bit bigger rod so it glides. Typically this is where the ferry lead mounts, is here. It's like this would mount there, and then it would glide perfectly in the ferry lead instead of having to have like this little gap like I have. But the way this mounts and the way I have to have it with the old winch to make it work that way, I have to change like the whole bumper again and everything. So just gonna kind of make it work, weld in a bigger piece of rod here and see how it does. Okay, so I got all that cut out. So time to make the new piece. I'm actually going to cut a little bit more out. Come down here, let it really end up on its real ferry lead, and then it'll just be on the sides. I'll have to build some spots for. Okay, so I got our new rod here that I want to make the new corner pieces out of. So just got to heat it up a little bit and bend it, and only using MAP gas, so it's going to take a sec. Got one of them bent, just gotta do one more. Here we have it. Got it all bent up. Just gotta cut this side and then sit it in there, see what it looks like. So, try to get it fit perfectly with my bends, but I ended up being a little long, so cut it there, and in the corner that's really not gonna ride in a whole lot, so I'm gonna TIG weld it right there. And then, yeah, so this one was too long, and then I tried bending another one, and then it was too short. So just gonna TIG it, and then I was able to cut it and fit it exactly how I wanted, so this should work out a lot better. So there we go, just got it all TIGged up. That's with no feeler rod. That's just kind of heating it up and cruising right over it. So that should work a lot better. This all ready to weld in. I ended up adding in another little elbow, so it'll come in, go across, and up and over this bolt. And that'll guide the synthetic winch line out and then across its normal ferry lead. And then, yeah, not TIG welding this part in, just gonna use the MIG. Okay, so got that all welded in there. Just gotta put the winch back in, and then it'll be good to go. I might add some bracing from the winch mount plate to the frame, and then, but it's already braced pretty good. It's got some there, it's got some there, then of course is welded to the frame. It's got this plate welded to that, so it doesn't really need much more, but may do that, do not know yet. Okay, so got that all back together. That's the new piece there, so kind of rub there instead of rubbing on that little small one I had in there before. So this will be a lot smoother, not tear up the winch line. And yeah, just got to hook up the wiring back up, and then this thing's good to go. Okay, so we are all hooked back up. Just got to turn the main power back onto it. And then test it out. There we go. Winch is all back up and going. So, appreciate you watching.